Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. And today's going to be a pretty long video. Usually the videos are pretty long, but I'm just kind of putting that out there. So today we're going to make a tasting spoon similar to this thing. This is one I made for my wife. I think I did a video on this. It's not going to have all these details. It's going to be similar in shape and size, basically. I'm going to try to add that little finger choil thing that I like to do on some of the spoons, so you can put your finger in there and use it. Something I am going to do a little different on the one I'm going to make tonight is the bowl will be just a little bit deeper than this, just a little bit. And the spoon I'm making is actually for an Instagram follower. She was kind enough, she's all the way in the UK, she was kind enough to send me this spoon, which I think is awesome. It's very nice. This is Birch. And she wants some, I'm not going to do it on this video, but she wants some positive, I guess, criticism or constructive criticism, sorry, on this. So I'll study this a little bit more and, you know, send her some information as best I can. I'm still a novice myself, so I'm sure any information will help her. So this is the wood we're going to use, which is silver birch, and you know, it's basically the same layout as the one I just showed you. So I'm going to make the stop cuts, and what will I work on first? Probably, I may actually work on the handle first a little bit. So I want to kind of get like an octagon kind of shape, I guess, if I can explain that properly. Similar to like this handle I made. So if you could see that, kind of like something like that, I guess. So just bear with me. Be right back. I'm going to make the stop cuts and yeah, be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So and I'll apologize in advance for my outfit. I got my little combination of everything here. I got some military surplus pants on with my running hat and my running sneakers and an undershirt. So pretty awesome. So this is should have did this before I turned the camera on, but this is the birch here. Got to be a little careful with this since there's a lot of spalting in here. So I can't be too rough with it. And again, that's just from a while now learning. Yeah, I always was thinking that there was something wrong with my technique, and there still may be stuff wrong with my techniques that I use. But yeah, I couldn't, for the life of me, couldn't understand why. Why the birch kept breaking on me, and it just took a while to understand that this birch, when it gets spalted, is very brittle in a way, and I should use that term loosely, I guess. It's not as strong as maple and all that kind of stuff. So so yeah, so I'm making this spoon for an Instagram follower. I commented on one of her photos, and she was having a giveaway, and I just commented, and she offered a spoon, a different spoon, to me since I missed the giveaway, and I thought that was so nice, and it's really, really awesome that people are willing to send their stuff for free, and I'm doing the same. Again, just part of the spoon or carving community, I guess. Sorry if you can't see too much here. So that's what we have so far. That's actually going to be really nice. It feels pretty good, actually. This could be done with an axe, of course, but I have to be careful here. But I'm just trying to give it some shape, kind of squared shape. So anyway, long story short, she sent me the spoon, and you know, it's really, really cool. So thought I would make my own version of a spoon here, tasting spoon. And you know, that's kind of the great thing. What I'm learning about the carving is obviously that everybody has their own style. You don't necessarily have to emulate somebody just because they're the most popular spoon carver on the internet. You know, a lot of people's work is very, very nice. But, you know, basically just kind of come up with your own style, you know. And take, I guess, I'm just talking out loud here. You know, take a little bit of everybody's technique or style and apply that into your own. You know, just take little bits and pieces, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to continue just kind of getting this down a little bit. And when there's more, I don't even know if you could see any of that. Oh, yeah, I guess you could. And when there's more done, I'll be right back, all right? Be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. So this is kind of where we are. The handle is probably going to end about right here. And I didn't want to go too much more with the shave horse because it's just going to get... basically, the shave horse is going to damage the wood, and we don't want to do that. So now I'm going to start working on the bowl a little bit, and I put this in the lap vise that I made, and I hope you guys can see all of this. So I'm going to use a variety of tools, starting with the Twicka cam. This is the 55 millimeter. And this will probably do most of the work, actually. And I don't want to go too deep on this because the idea behind this type of spoon is for tasting. And you know, it's just to be used for when you're cooking and you need to, you know, determine whether or not you're going to season your food more or just taste it as you go to see again if it's getting the flavor that you need. And that's what the idea is behind this type of spoon. And I've seen these a little bit deeper too online. Different people that carve them. I guess there's really no wrong answer either way, I guess. There's some of them are very shallow, like the one I showed earlier in this video. And others are actually pretty deep. So this can also be used for stirring as well. Anything, you know, whatever. Anything anybody wants to use it for. I'm just kind of gouging this out here. Actually, really doing a great job. It's probably about as deep as I want to go. Maybe a little bit more. But I'll watch here. I think I kind of, I don't think I messed it up, but kind of feeling it as I go along. I think that's probably deep enough. This thing is perfect for this size bowl. I mean, man, can't say more nice things about this tool. It's awesome. Okay. I have to flip this guy around. Hopefully I have enough memory on my phone to get all this. Clean up the edge a little bit. A little bit of a knot there. It's getting there. And I guess that's the whole thing about handmade. They're not all perfect. I mentioned this before, but shit. That's the great thing about it. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. A little tough right there. So guys, I'm going to continue doing that, just kind of refining the bowl a little bit. And when I have more done, I'll be right back with a better angle, hopefully. Alright, I'm back. So that's what we have so far. I'm probably going to go a little bit deeper because now that I'm looking at it and feeling it and everything, I think it's actually the same depth as the one I just showed. I want to go maybe a little bit deeper, and I'm going to play with the handle now. And it's going to be pretty straight. There's not going to be any, I guess, dip in it or anything. So I'm just going to kind of use the axe a little bit here. Hopefully you can see. Very carefully. Just kind of letting the weight of the axe do all the work, really, not really putting too much pressure. You don't really have to with the birch. I'm trying to do, it's not there, damn it. Be careful. I'm trying to do as much as I can with the axe. Little by little. Look at this thing. I don't want that straight, but I don't know how many of these birch things I've broken by going too hard on them. Probably 5 or 6 at least. Different spoons I've broken. So we're just going to try to shape this handle a little bit if we can. Another knot, damn it. Go the other way. Don't want to force it. And it splits out. There's a knot in there. There is. All right, I think I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to come back when there's more done. Basically, just going to keep going around, basically trying to make it round, but not really. So it's kind of where we're at right now. So I'll be right back when there's more done. Alright guys, I'm back. That's what we have so far. It may not look that much different than when I left it, but I'm going to try. Can't see. Let me switch it over here to and this is what happens, guys, when you're the only cameraman. You can see all kind of weird shots right now in my nasty basement. Cluttered basement, I should say. Oh, man. Hopefully, that's a good shot. Step back a little bit so you can see more. Alright. I think that'll be good. So I'm going to use two different knives. I got this Mora and I got this Sloyd knife from Pathfinder School. I haven't used this in a while. Kind of play around with it here. So now this is just basically doing what the draw knife would do. Just kind of shaping it. See, this one cuts a little better. It's a little better. Yeah, I don't want to go too hard with this wood because I don't want it to splinter and kind of weird direction. This thing's going to be a lot thinner though in the handle. Whoops. And it's not going to be really fancy or anything. It's going to be pretty basic, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's going to take a while to get all this stuff out. It's not that hard, which is great. Just a matter of doing it. So, I'm going to kind of play around. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Be careful on this edge here. A little too close. Not too much spalting in the handle there is, but this one wasn't too far gone, I guess, this piece. So I'm just going to continue thinning out the bowl, underside of the bowl. This knot's going to look pretty, though, when it doesn't break on me once I get it out. Get it flat. So let me just continue doing that, guys. We're just going to Get some more of the neck here. This isn't going to be a cooking spoon, so I'm not too worried about the structural, I guess, integrity of like the neck. If you're banging it too hard, I think this is a pretty light duty kind of spoon. Where you hear people talk about the neck of the spoon, especially for like eating spoons, like right in here. People talk about the design of that's very important, and it is, I guess. But I don't feel that for this kind of spoon it's that important because of what it's designed or what its intended purpose is. So I'm going to continue kind of shaping this, and when there's more done, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Hopefully the lighting isn't too bad. So I got my gloves on because I'm working with this little draw knife here. It's got some sharp edges. So I wanted to show some of the work here with the draw knife. I realized that I did leave a lot of extra material here, about 3 inches. It's basically going to be the sacrifice, so I can kind of clamp that down with the shave horse and not have to worry about it being damaged. I can damage it, not a big deal. So I'm just going to kind of remove some material here and shape the underside of the bowl and get it to where I want it. Give it a nice shape. Again, the same can be achieved with the knife, but it's a little easier on the hands here and the joints. Do it this way. Get more uniform shaping this way too. For me anyway. You always work as you go here. It's getting there. Watch that knot. Slowly shaping it. Again, you can do the same thing with the knife, but and I usually do, but sometimes you're able to do the shave horse and shape it a little bit more too, so that's good. We're getting there. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to stop there. I'll come right back when there's more done. Alright guys, I'm back, and here is, man, you can't even see what the hell's going on. I guess it's the light. Worst video ever. Can't even see what the hell's going on with this thing. Turn this light off. Maybe that will help a little bit. No. Oh man. There we go. So I still have to sand this, which I am going to do tonight. So I'm going to be right back. Got the finger choil there. It's on the bottom, so you would hold it like that. That's my idea anyway. And scoop and then taste. It's a little bit deeper, the bowl. It's fairly deep. It's good for tasting. It's deeper than the one that I showed that I made for my wife. So a straight handle. It's kind of, you know, it's got some ridges in there, which is good. All this is gonna be sanded. So yeah, let me get started and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's the completed spoon. It's sanded. It's not oiled yet, so I'm actually going to oil this as a video for Instagram. It's really hard to tell in this video. God, is it crappy. The video, anyway. So it's probably about 10 or 11 inches long, maybe. And sanded here real nice. There's the finger choil. It's really more of a rest, really. It's not big enough to fit your finger inside, but it's really just more for a rest, to rest your finger, to kind of control it, I guess, if you will. Maybe you can put your fingertip in there. I guess this can even double as like a stirring spoon. It's big enough, but you know, the bowl is, I think, pretty deep for, again, for what it's designed for, which is a tasting spoon. So there you guys have it. Thanks for sticking around. It's a long video. Again, probably hard to tell how pretty it is, but yeah. So catch me on Instagram, guys. Go over there, and I'll post a video of me oiling this and some other pictures of this spoon. We'll get some better shots of it. All right. Catch you later. Thanks for watching.